Hello, I am Sean Sands here with Sid Meier's Civilization 6. I cannot tell you how much I've looked forward to getting to play this latest version of Civ 6. I've not watched a ton of videos on it. I know there were some early release videos out there and some good coverage of the game. I know some of what the changes are here, but a lot of it I've just sort of kept kind of hands off, waiting to actually get my hands on it myself. So admittedly, we're going to have a good bit of discovery here, probably some solid mistake making, and we'll learn from that. I did get a chance to spend maybe an hour or so with another civilization, just to kind of get the feel, but by all meaningful standards, this is my first real run with the game. I do want to do Egypt, I think, Cleopatra. Part of that is we're going to have to get a little bit lucky with our placement. You get 15% production towards districts and wonders if placed next to a river. The nice thing about that is, you know, there's... I haven't worked with the districts at all yet, but as I understand it, you know, that doesn't mean your town needs to be right next to the river. It means the district you eventually place. As always, Cleopatra just makes a ton of money, which I think is particularly helpful. Okay, take it easy there, music. But while I say take it easy there, music, you know, a Civilization game with a Christopher 10, you know, just audio, music, whatever piece at the opening is just, that just makes me so happy. He's the, for those of you who don't know, Christopher 10 is the composer of Baba Yetu, which is the sort of theme for Civilization 4, the greatest Civilization game. You know, with knowledge that I haven't dug into this one yet. Anyway, Christopher 10, Civilization, menu music, super cool. Mediterranean's Bride, your trade routes to other civilizations get +4 gold for Egypt. Other civilizations' trade routes to you, to me, to Egypt provide food for them and gold for me. So lots more gold, hopefully. And you get the classic chariot archer of Egypt as the ancient, unique era. And we can build the Sphinx, which unlocks the builder ability to construct a Sphinx, which is unique to Egypt. It adds faith and culture, +2 faith if next to a wonder, cannot be built next to another Sphinx, can be built on floodplains. So lots of options here. Obviously, sort of Cleopatra, Egypt tends to have some wonder bonuses, or at least bonuses associated with wonders. I think that's the Sphinx there, which gives us more opportunity to kind of build out towards a culture victory. I would like to go with something more like a culture victory, a culture kind of approach, than a militaristic kind of approach, but I don't know. We'll just see how it all shakes out. Depends on the game itself. So we will play as Cleopatra. We'll just leave it on Prince. I actually expect I'll probably get, you know, beat on Prince, because it's my first time with the game. Lots of mechanics, lots of things I don't understand about it, the game yet. So it'll be a learning experience. We'll just go with standard, I guess. An 8-player map. I like large. I always like larger maps. And we'll go.
From the
and we'll listen to Sean
of
B.
life beneath water, to the great beasts of the Stone Age, to man taking his first upright steps, you have come far. Now begins your greatest quest. From this early cradle of civilization on towards the stars. There will be those who underestimate you, but you are cunning and full of tricks, Queen Cleopatra. Your charm will establish indestructible alliances with the strongest leaders of the world. Keep your friends close by your side, and you will find yourself untouchable, with the glory of Egypt primed to win over the world.
Okay, so we got a little loading time here. Hopefully we get through that easy faster. Oh, there we go. I could listen to Sean Bean talk just all day. Let's take a look here. We have horses nearby, which is good for chariot archers, I'm assuming. Some nice... and are these floodplains? I'm assuming these are floodplains. Plains next to a river? Or are floodplains a specific thing? Because if these are floodplains, this just this just is ideal. Kind of looking here. I want to make sure. I think. Well, we'll have to look. We'll have to assume. For now, we will assume we have that those are floodplains. Though, I may learn the hard way that that's not true. We have nice couple of luxury resources. We've got just tons of food, including rice, and we have some horses. Yeah, I think I will settle here. Movement works a little differently in Civilization 6. Historically, you can move to a tile, and if you have any movement left, you can move to another tile regardless of how difficult that tile's movement terrain is. So for example, here with a movement of 2, I can move 1 to the plains and then 1 up onto these forested hills, which would normally cost 3. Not so in Civilization 6. In fact, I'm interested in this. So the hills, wooded hills, are a movement cost of 3. We have a max movement cost of 2. I'm going to move up here. I wonder if warriors are even able to move up. That would be weird if they couldn't. Let's see. So we'll move them there. Anyway, we could not have moved to the hills on that turn because you have to have movement speed left that is equal or greater than the movement cost, which is a change. We will build at least 1 scout, if not more. Let's see, what does our research look like? Pottery, animal husbandry, mining. Okay, doesn't look like you start off with anything in Civ 6 either. Like both times I've tried so far, it doesn't look like I had started with anything. You can get boosts to technology. So if we found a city on the coast, that will have our sailing research. If we find a national wonder, it'll have our astrology research, and so on and so forth. I think in the short term we want to... That's our horseman unit. Here we go. Chariot archer is... We'll need the wheel. To do that, we'll need to mine a resource. So let's get mining sooner rather than later. Do these require... promotion class range? I don't know. Do they require even horses? I was sort of assuming they do, but now that I think about it, I'm not so sure that's true. What does horseman say? Does it say requires horses? Yeah, it requires horses. No, chariot archers don't require any kind of horses. It'll be great to have horses, but don't need them. So let's do mining first. Yeah, let's just. I don't think it matters hugely. Let's see. Can we micromanage our food situation? I'd rather focus on growth. Oh, this is nice. You already get a culture out of that. Really? Immediately? Yeah. Even though that's not... There's no luxury there, I automatically get culture on this tile. And this tile. I have double silk. Why didn't I notice that? But I do want to focus on food. 14 turns until growth if I stay there, and I think that's just too long. Yeah, let's cut that in half. Focus on growth in the short term. I could have also just clicked that to focus on growth. I love the interface in this game. The interface is so clean. It's so good. It just... unless I do that. So I think... Yeah, that's our turn. Turn 1! Hooray, we did it. We did a great job. All right. So it does let me move. It does let me move to a tile, regardless of whether I have enough. Like, if you're just starting, you can move to any tile that is accessible to you, even if you don't have that movement available. Good. That wouldn't... Yeah, I think that makes sense. I got some pigs, some truffles over here. We'll hit our next turn. See, like here, this is the classic situation. I would have normally in a previous Civilization game gone down to these plains here so that I could get up on another hill on the cheap. But that's less, I mean, that's just not available here. So I'm even more inclined. Actually, I'm making a different decision than I would have in 5. I would have just taken the efficiency of that movement when actually I'm already heading this way, and I'd like to kind of see what we got up here. I don't think there's a... Oh, nope, we got borders, so something's up here. Find out if it's a city-state or a really close neighbor. Well, we won't be able to find out this turn because we cannot move out of... Like, this is interesting. Like, we moved to one spot and we cannot move anywhere from there. I'm probably way more interested in this than anybody else. Barbarians. Oh, that's bad. Barbarians suck. So there's a barbarian scout that's going to go back. I assume it came from this way, so we'll need to double back this way. And we will begin getting flooded with barbarians if we don't go do something.
Our city-state neighbors have made a request
Excellent.
of us. If we can impress them, I think they will reward us handsomely.
Cool. So because I'm the first one to discover them, I have an envoy sent to them that I wouldn't have. So from now on, any other civilizations that finally discover Amsterdam, they will, you know, have the same benefit, have access to the same quest, but they won't have an automatic envoy sent. Having that envoy in that city-state gives me +4 gold in the capital, which is awesome. I love that. And then we can send more envoys later on. I think that has a lot to do with our government type. 3 envoys and more than any other civ, and we get their unique bonus. So as we send envoys to them, we get bonus cool stuff. Mostly they're just going to give us more and more gold, which I like. They have a quest as well. They want us to destroy a barbarian outpost within 5 tiles of the city. I'm not going to do that right away because I got my own to worry about. Okay. And they have some warriors. Barbarians approached. Yeah, we know that. We met city-state. We know about their quest. And we got their bonus because we sent an envoy. Okay, good turn. Yeah, that's up to 9.4 gold per turn now. Nice. So we will go right here. I think after we build this scout, we're going to need to go ahead and build a second military unit. Ooh, and a hut. So we found a villager hut, which could, as always, give us all kinds of cool stuff. We are, how far from growth are we? 2 turns, 3 turns until our scout is completed. 4 turns till mining, 10 turns till we can do government type stuff. There feels like there's a lot of just density to the different things that you can do in this game. More than maybe previous civilizations have offered. Excellent. They gave us a boost to military tradition. Where's that on the tech tree? Where's military tradition? That's way down here, isn't it? It's like by rifles or something? Military science. Am I thinking of something else? Yeah, there's no way it's way down here. Or is that a different... Oh, you know what? I bet it's a Civics thing. Yes, Civics. So, yeah, this is boosted. Will we Okay, this is interesting, but we got a 50% bonus to it. If we clear a barbarian outpost, will that clear out the other 50%, or will it just be negated and we don't get the boost? Because free military tradition would not be a terrible thing. And these cards are things that you... Oh, here's the Sphinx, so we need to get that sooner. So we're getting the Code of Laws where we get these first government types. We'll take a look at that once we get them. But as you progress down here, it's like a second tech tree, basically. I think it's so cool. I'm really excited about a lot of the changes in this game. It seems like there's a lot of layers for strategy. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that wouldn't resolve their quest. And I wonder if that's where that scout came from or not. I think we're going to swing down and check to make sure. Also, you don't automatically get city attack like in doing the last 2 games. You actually have to build a district for that, but you can build a district further out.
Like scouts are unique in that they can gain experience by exploring and discovering.
Cool. So let's go ahead and build a slinger. I think I want to build a slinger. Yeah, I think I want to build a slinger. Could also build a monument. Start getting that bonus to culture, but we know there are a lot of barbarians nearby. I think we have to. I would rather build the monument, and we are not going to attack this quite yet. I think we really want to explore down here and see if there's a second barbarian group. You still have one left? Oh, those are hills. So he has 3. It's going to cost me 1. I think we'll just go here. Can't cross the river because that's going to cost too much. So I think we'll stop him that turn so that we can cross into these hills and trees next turn. Cool, cool, cool. I love the art aesthetic too of this game. I think it looks amazing. Okay, they're fighting somebody. That's nice.
When you find yourself in a hole, quit digging.
Good job, Will Rogers. We are going to, go back. Do we want to go straight to, I mean, that's 22 turns. That's too long. Now I think we do want to do pottery because we're going to want to be able to get a library. We may just bang out pottery and animal husbandry. No, I don't want to get caught in. Those are sort of zones of influence. So if you step into that, your turn automatically ends as far as being able to move any further. We're going to cross here. So, having discovered another continent. Oh yeah, continents. So even though we're playing on a continent map, even individual continents are going to be broken up into these larger sort of segments called continents. You know, the same way that Europe and Asia are on the same, ultimately the same landmass. So like over here, okay, we have the continent of Pangaea and Pangaea, and we are on Nova Pangaea. So even though it's part of the same landmass, these are considered 2 different continents. And that has a variety of impacts, including the way some civilizations act and respond to threats on their continent versus another continent, all kinds of stuff that we will find out as we go along. Next turn. So we increased here. Oh, well, I should have paid attention to that. Looking at 20 turns till growth. Yikes. Let's see. We'll just keep going this way. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this now. Manage our citizens. So we don't have a lot of food nearby. We should think about building a builder sooner rather than later so we can go ahead and get a farm. The plains are nice, but they do not offer a ton of food. I don't think there's a better option here. Did we get another city-state? First to meet them? Yeah, I think we did. Yep, and then we have an envoy sent, which means, bonus culture in the capital. Excellent. Love that. Quests. They want a trade route, which we can probably do at some point. So we have 1 envoy here in Amsterdam. Again, love the interface. The interface is so clean and just so, everything feels so easy to find. And I never, we'll see how it goes late game, but early on I don't feel like there's any information I can't get to just as soon as I want it. 1 gold in the capital from Amsterdam, 1 culture in the capital from Non-Madal. No idea if that's being pronounced correctly. Oh, and it's just Non-Madal sending there. So that's not a big civilization. Yep, I think we will just turn that off for now. That didn't change anything, right? Yeah, didn't change anything. Good. Oh. I keep thinking that's a whole separate screen, and it's really not. New city state, I knew that. City state quest, cool. Unit needs orders. Let's go here. And here.
Several closely situated granite peaks resembling tiger's teeth, dramatically soar about 1 kilometer into the sky.
Torres del Paine. Excellent. Natural wonder. What does that provide? And that boosts, excellent. That boosts our astrology. What What is that? Does that do anything? I don't know. If you... breathtaking. Oh, there's also like appeal as well. So different tiles have different levels of appeal, which I think affects districts primarily. So if you build a district on an area that has a lot of appeal, I'm assuming you get some kind of bonus to that. Don't know if this does anything. We'll have to figure that out. We're 3 turns away from our slinger. Man, I should just go over there and finish those guys off. Tempted to do that.
Enacting new policies in our government can be of great benefit.
At his best, man is the noblest of all animals. Separated from law and justice, he is the worst.
Excellent. So here's the government stuff. So as I advance, I get access to more policies. Right now I can only do military and economic, and I can only do one of each. Later I'll be able to add diplomatic and presumably wild card. Legacy bonuses. Legacy bonuses are learned benefits that stay with us as we progress through the different systems of government. The learned policy system indicates a government bonus that will accumulate over time. Okay, interesting. So we're gaining 1 influence point per turn. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll figure that out. So I am going to take this. This is good timing for that. Get the bonus to barbarians. And I am going to take the bonus production in all cities. I like this as clearly a choice between building tall and building wide. And I think this is building wide focus right now. 1 faith, 1 gold in the capital. We're doing so good on gold anyway. The only bonus here would be beginning to get that faith per turn. I don't think that's absolutely necessary. And like as we progress down that civics tree, we're going to get access to more and more and more different kinds of cards. Love it, love it, love it. I am tempted to go ahead and... I'm not seeing another barbarian tribe really close here, so I think maybe now I do want to attack this one after all. Maybe I'm going to go here to do it. Give him 1 more swipe at the barbarians and then finish them off. Choose civic. Yes. I think we go for craftsmanship so we can get the Sphinx. Let's see, where do I want him to go? Swing around this way. I think I'm gonna, once I beat these guys, I'm going to swing the warrior back up this way. Kind of regretting that slinger now. Maybe not regretting, but just... Ooh, we got rainforests over here? Yeah. Haven't really found a lot of the villager huts yet. Just the one. Come on, fight! Fight! Fight, fight, fight! No, don't... we could beat them, but I want to actually be the one who clears that outpost. So I'm going to actually... Am I going to move? I'm going to fortify. I think he'll take another attack soon. I might swing this guy this way. Whoa! I am. Yes. Sharing. That will be what you know me as. It's an honor to meet you. Yeah. Should help promote trade. Great. Met another civilization, which means we got a boost to writing. Awesome. That'll make it that much easier to get the library. And I think we go right here. All right. A good start. I think we're going to stop there. Even though I just want to press the next turn button so much. It just, it immediately passes the core civilization test of how much do I want to press the next turn button every time. And the answer is just I want all the time to press the next turn button. But we're going to show some restraint, demonstrate some will, and now we're going to do 1 more turn. Then we'll stop. With Fufu, enjoy the meal. Yeah, you're totally welcome. You might get some intel on me, but that's all right. Don't want to. I'm not picturing this as a heavy warlike campaign. I just don't know that I have the experience enough to sustain that really well. We'll send our slinger this way, maybe. I want him a little bit in parallel with the warrior, but no, probably not. I would rather know where things are. Do they only have a movement of 1, or was that a two? Oh yeah, trees. Cool. Nope. Oh.
Augusta e Roma
Oh,
Imperator Caesar
Romans have never
Traianus
been a
sum.
problem.
Quis es? Qua e terra patria vocas.
Yours? It's an honor to meet you. Do we want to get... Yeah, it's fine. It's so early. I'm not going to get any good information. So Romans, it looks like they're to the south as well. Choose our production. Builder. I want a builder. I want a monument. I want a monument. I want them both. Can I buy? How much? 141. 200 and 240. I think the builder is more important right now. Monument is going to give us culture, and I love culture, but we need to start producing. Well, wait, how are we doing here? Let's see. Let's take a look at our citizens real quick, because we have 3 up there now. So I think maybe we shift and again put the emphasis on... Nope, not locked, unlocked. If I right click, does it go away? Yeah. No, it doesn't, but here we go. So we're going to put this up here now. So it's 6 turns to growth versus 16. Yeah. Let's unlock all these. Yeah, it wants to do those. And that would be never grow. Which seems like a terrible idea. 6 turns to growth. We will still do a builder. It only increases that by like, what, 1? Maybe 1? Yeah, let's go with that. And that's where we're going to stop. As always, thank you for joining me. My name is Sean Sands, and this has been Civilization 6, which, yay. We will see you again real soon.